this is Kirsi on Kizomba. I'm answering a question this time about the original association of Kizomba. Some people have heard about it already and asking, what is that? It's actually a national organization and it was funded in Luanda, Angola last year. Their intention is to share Kizomba with the world as a collective heritage of Angolans and to contribute to elevating the musical styles and the dances as an intangible asset of humanity. They want them on the UNESCO list of World Intangible Heritage, simply, Kizomba and Semba. They've already declared them like their national heritage. Last year I spoke with one of the men who is a founder of this association, and he said that they are organizing this festival and a conference around these topics, and he wanted to invite me to Luanda to speak about my experience as somebody who's sharing the Angolan culture outside of Angola, and also as someone who has contributed to the tourism. Angola is not well known as a tourist attraction. They've really got no infrastructure for tourism to talk about yet. They're not used to having people coming to the country unless it is for business. Tourism to see the country and know the people hasn't existed. And so when they learned about my work that I've done for many, many years now, and since 2017 taking groups to Angola to get to know this culture, they wanted me to tell about my experiences as a foreigner who has come into all of that, and I was more than happy to do that. And so this festival and conference actually happened in May 2024. I have the program here. If you can see it, it's in Portuguese, of course, but there were several panel discussions, and they had invited a few people from outside of Angola to talk from their points of view, because they're really interested in knowing what is happening with their culture out in the world. So, of course, Mestre Bechu was one who was mostly responsible for it spreading all around the world. He started the ball rolling. And a lady named Ines Pinto, who is more like a force of nature, she was responsible for the Africa Dansar competition, the dance contest, and the Kizomba Nation project that took Kizomba-related events to all kinds of locations, from Japan to Brazil to all over the world. Huge productions, and she was the fire and soul behind them. And she, of course, had a view into Kizomba from her perspective. Also, a musician from Guadeloupe, Eddie Comper, was invited because he's been working and producing music together with many Angolans, and also brought a lot of music that influenced the Angolan musicians. He's worked with groups like Kassav and Les Aiglons and so on. Dr. André Soares, who just did his dissertation on the Semba culture. He did his master's thesis on Kizomba, and now he became a doctor in the area of Semba. And he's one of the two that I know of who have actually done some academic and scientific research into the Angolan culture, music and dances. The other one being Marissa J. Mormont from the US. Changed the person. It certainly has changed my life. I've learned another language, or two languages, the language of dance and Portuguese. I've learned about a whole new continent and a whole new world, really. And now I have true, real friends everywhere in the world. It has such power, and this turned into some kind of a motto last weekend. It was funny because even the next day in a radio interview they kept repeating that Kizomba tem poder, like Kizomba has power. It does. So I was really honored to be invited into this first conference talking about these topics that are like at the core of the culture, with interesting panels, a lot of really great speakers. And this was just the first one. There will be another one coming in May again. So I will keep working. I'm very honored. I'm going to show you the trophy that I got. So they gave me this little thing as a recognition for my work sharing Kizomba in the world. I'm so proud, I'm so happy, and next year I look forward to listening to more great speakers, whether or not I'm there, but I think it was a great initiative, and this association, it was really needed. I'm glad that they got started finally. So that's it. I hope that answers the questions about the conference and the association. And if you have any more questions, just type them below and I'll answer to them as soon as I can. Like, subscribe, check my Facebook group where I share my work, and see you next time.